we're running back, ripping stuff off, making hydraulic hoses, you know, weaving them through the chassis and whatever needs to be done.
When it snows, the city plow operators aren't the only ones who shift into high gear.
It's like NASCAR. We got to get them back out right away because otherwise they're standing around waiting. And the city, you know, if it was a business, it wouldn't be making any money.
Meet a mechanic at the city equipment shop.
My name's Dave Nias. I'm a mechanic and I fix snowplows. Well, I was in business, so I kind of know, like, you know, guys would come to me and they'd stand there and wait for me to fix it. And it's like, you get out the door as fast as you can because they're losing money and they're not making money. So, but it is a different entity, but still you have that same mentality of get it going.
Nias is the newest mechanic in the garage. Today, a light dusting of snow gives the mechanics time to catch up on repairs.
It's got some idle time so I can climb around it and grease in it.
This plow has a leak on one of the wing blade cylinders. It's causing the control system to act up.
I'll probably go through about 5 or 6 sets of gloves by the time I'm done.
When they can, they get the trucks back to the shop and replace worn parts, but that's not always an option.
A lot of climbing. It's a workout at the end of the day.
A big snowstorm knocked the drive shaft off one plow's hydraulic pump.
It was banging all over. Cleaned it up, rebuilt it. In about 15 minutes, I was back out with new hardware and whatever tools I needed for on site. Both of us were working together, cold hands, nothing to lay on. So by the time I left, I was completely drenched, ready to go home. But got him up and running, and he continued on plowing for the rest of the day. And it still doesn't come back, so the repair held up.
Bloomington mechanics maintain 550 vehicles that range from snowplows to police cars. Mechanics are in the process of adding GPS units to street trucks to help them see which roads have been plowed or treated. The Bloomington Fire Department averages a 4-minute, 25-second response from the time a call is dispatched to when the first units arrive on the scene.
As soon as you guys get dressed, we'll give you a little briefing on the hole we got out there and how we're going to operate it.
Firefighters train for a lot more than smoke and flame.
You guys will fit. Up there, you got the hole in the ice. There's a floating chunk in the middle. You enter through here, get in, make your rescue, and then back out through the door there.
Let's go.
I'm Derek Rhodes. I'm a firefighter.
This cold Monday morning, they're on top of Bush Lake, but not for long.
We're all dedicated to what we do. You know, helping out our community, that's what we do.
Cold water training prepares firefighters like Rhodes to respond if someone falls through the ice into dangerously cold water.
I mean, if you don't train, you don't have something to pull up visually in your mind of what you're going to do, it's just chaos. And when they call us, man, they don't want chaos, they want help.
Rhodes lives 7 blocks from fire station number 1.
So when the tones go off, that could be, you know, my friend's house or a neighbor's house on fire or a friend's or kid's neighbor's kid that's in a car accident. You know, we treat every call like it's an urgency. You know, it's an urgent thing for us, and everyone on the fire department feels that way. We want to play like we practice. Got on here, got in our suits, got our instructions, went out there just like it was a call.
We know everybody in our neighborhood. Our neighborhood's a tight niche, so, you know, when I get a call, man, it's like one of my own kids, or, you know, going down. So that's how I treat everything.
140 volunteer firefighters respond from 6 stations throughout the city. Dispatchers in Bloomington's Emergency Communications Center coordinate fire, medical, and police responses. Dispatchers answer an average of 123 calls each day.
Code 3 to that.
Code 3, lights and sirens. This medical is the start to a regular shift in the Bloomington Police Department.
It's something different every day. When I come to my job in the morning or at night, depending on what shift I'm working, I never know what I'm going to have. I never know who I'm going to be helping out. I don't know necessarily what part of the city I'm going to be at. It's going to be a different problem each day.
As the ambulance arrives and paramedics take the scene, another call. Meet a Bloomington police officer.
Eric Norling, police officer.
Our administration and our supervisors give us a lot of leeway and allow us to go out and do what we want to do. And the police officers here are very motivated to go out and help the public. And a lot of them will pick different things that they want to do.
Officers volunteer for targeted patrols, looking for illegal activity at hotels or traffic details.
Everybody kind of finds their niche.
Norling is a crime scene tech. He has special training to collect evidence. Back up to this morning, he was called to duty 2 hours early, a member of the SWAT team that ran a narcotics warrant.
And we get a high-risk warrant or a barricaded suspect or a hostage situation, we are on call to come and take care of that situation. Some of us might be working at the time, some of us might be at home, some of us might be sleeping.
14 Bloomington police officers are trained as crime scene technicians. They average 45 calls to gather evidence each week. 3 different people with different jobs, all dedicated to service.